Still a long way to go in this draft, but you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. The Raiders may not be coming off the best season, but they do have a few good assets. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Some tough choices coming up right about now. Do you go after the best available player, or do you go after a position of need? 2 words here: difference maker. That's what that pick right there is. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys to your team. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here, or get yourself some help up front? Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. These are tough decisions here, offense or defense. Which side has the more pressing need? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done. And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they leaned that way if a player from that team became available.
Thank you very much, Larry Ridley. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. We are ready for this draft champions matchup as you get a quick peek at some of the stars in today's game. We're ready to go. Let's get down to kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in draft champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Special teams coaches spent a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. That could be a downside of putting together a team in draft champions week 1. It's early. You might have some of these mistakes.
You're exactly right, because it does take time to build chemistry, trust, right? Understanding where guys are going to be. And I think that's what led to the interception. They just don't know each other well enough yet. That should build up as the season goes on. Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And let's see, 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jason Witten, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And that leads to a Carolina first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust to it? And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at the quarterback, that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
On 1st down, Carr going right side. He has Witten, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And that will make our score 9-0. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up. But they're looking at now. That'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Fresh set of downs here. Throwing on first down is Brady. Evans has it left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Hill. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping them from the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal.